welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus with this week's fantasy focus, looking at who to start against the Packers and Vikings in the round two matchup, the rematch. This one's at Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers are very hot. Minnesota Vikings, led by, well, God, I guess Kirk Cousins, are not very hot, very cold. So let's just see who's worth a play here. Obviously, Minnesota Vikings secondary extremely banged up, so you're looking to play any Packers wide receiver you have, even that, what's his name, Taylor, some guy who I think he scored last week, no one's ever heard of him. But obviously, it's all starts with Aaron Rodgers. Last meeting, he had 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, and that was against a Vikings healthy secondary. This week, you got like Mark Fields out there, Jeff Gladney starting, no Cam Dancer, no Mike Hughes, no Holton Hill. It could get ugly, and it could get ugly quick. So if you have Aaron Rodgers, definitely start him. If you're doing a FanDuel, DraftKings, play Aaron Rodgers, you're going to probably have some good luck there. Obviously, Devonnie Adams, again, the first matchup, he was unreal. 14 receptions, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Will he repeat that? I mean, it would be easy for him to do that, looking at who he's playing against. But the Vikings, their game plan has to be to shut down Devonnie Adams. Do not let him go off like he did in Week 1. If that takes triple teaming or double teaming and a safety over him every single time, expect the Vikings to try to neutralize Devonnie Adams the best they can. It's one of their only chances of winning this game. But look who's, I mean, if he is triple team, those three guys or whoever it ends up being are really probably no match for Devonnie Adams anyway. So he could have another big day tomorrow. He really should. You look at the matchup and you look at the way they're playing. Sneaky play for the Packers. Aaron Jones is probably not going to play, so then you got Jamal Williams filling in. And this guy's running hard all season long. He can catch the football. He's got himself in really great shape, and it shows. He is arguably one of the better number 2 backs in the NFL. And if he gets to start, that's going to be no walk in the park for the Vikings defense, and they are going to have to try to contain that guy too. So Jamal Williams, if he ends up starting, he could definitely see over 100 yards rushing, especially against the Vikings' weak interior of their defensive line. So consider that a hell of a start. On the Viking side, again, I think the Vikings do find themselves down. They'll be throwing the football a lot. So Adam Thielen could have another big day. Last time it was 6 receptions, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot of that did come when the game was out of reach for the Packers or for the Vikings. But so he got some garbage time points there. But maybe he gets garbage time again. So Thielen definitely, he always seems to step up, play well against the Packers. I think that'll continue tomorrow. Justin Jefferson didn't do much in Week 1, was barely targeted, but now he's become one of the more focal points of the Vikings offense. I think he's going to have himself a nice little day against the Packers. He was one of the few Vikings who actually showed up against the Falcons. And again, the Vikings are going to win this football game. They need Justin Jefferson to make some big plays, so he'll definitely see plenty of targets come his way. Another way the Vikings are going to win this game is if Delvin Cook carries the football. He only carried it 12 times in the first matchup. He had 50 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game, but he needs to see that workload at least double if the Vikings have any shot. I can see Delvin Cook putting up well over 100 yards, a score or two, probably a couple of receptions to boot in this game. If he does play, he was a late addition to the injury report, which is never a good sign. So if Cook plays, definitely start the hell out of him. But again, watch that right to kickoff because just those late additions to injury reports are never good. So one guy I think that you probably want to stay clear of on the Vikings side is Kirk Cousins. He's been way too consistent lately, turning the ball over way too much, making some bad decisions. Yeah, he'll get you some late points when the game's out of reach. But I don't know. The weather's not supposed to be great. You got a good Packers defense. You got those Smith brothers you got to worry about. To me, it just sounds like probably an interception or two, maybe another fumble. And just he's in a funk, and he hasn't worked his way out of it yet. So I don't think this is the game where you want to start Kirk Cousins with a bunch of confidence. So that's it. That's your fantasy focus for Vikings, Packers, round dos. Until then, guys, just remember to always keep your skull in your hole.